We're back with a block party.
Sunday sesh.
Alright, I've got the brand new Dreamzzz Izzie's Narwhal hot air balloon. That is not a mouthful. Also, what is this? Ruin the box. Anyway,
Okay, Mark.
what have you got?
And I'm putting together Shadow the Hedgehog's Escape. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know anything about Sonic from the past, like, maybe 20 years. Massive into the Sonic comics as a kid, but after the year 2000, no idea. So I'm not all that big on Shadow, but I could not pass up this motorcycle. Also, Shadow looks pretty cool.
Jean got this first, and then I wanted to build a set. So I had to find something that was as fun and whimsical, and so I settled on this Dreamzzz Narwhal set because, I mean, look how pretty it is.
I mean, this isn't fun and whimsical, it's edgy. And cool.
Does anyone else hate this? Is it just me? You can do it, can't you?
Yeah, but this box is all floppy. This box is
No, but
solid.
it doesn't matter. Like, no matter what box, it didn't used to have these, did it? It was just kind of, you just did a, like a slicey
Yeah,
slice,
the tape.
right? Always destroy the box and like can never do it. Like, I mean, look, it's in there. Oh, okay. I got it.
You got it.
All right.
Whoa. 3 bags.
Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah, it's so cute.
That's actually really cute.
I'm actually pretty jealous that you're building this one and not me.
What is that?
Little bat boy.
A bat boy with pink wings?
Alright, my turn.
I still feel like the nice slicey slice is like a clean.
Yeah, I know.
Also, like, if you're keeping the boxes, now you got huge like holes in them.
2 bags. I thought it was 1 bag, but it's 2 bags. Your set has more pieces than mine.
Of course it does. That's my lot in life. Which is really funny because that's a tiny box. What is that?
It's a little, yeah, a little chicken
Octopus?
pal. I forget. In Sonic Land, in Sonic World. the little animal dudes.
The artwork is so pretty. Am I going crazy already? Where's the torso? Does it say dump all bags? Oh, 1 and 2.
Oh.
I'm like, oh man, oh my god, things harder for me.
Oh, so yours is really only 2 bags.
Okay.
Alright. Oh yeah, and there's a head as well, it's missing. I really like the double shot molding they've done of Shadow's head, and I'm assuming it's the same for Sonic's head, because painting this would be awful, but they've got the tan of, I guess, his like face fur, and then they've got the black of his quills. New technology. Oh,
Look
that's,
at that.
that's the best hair.
I want that color hair. Oh, it's so good. I miss having dyed hair.
And then of course we've got the double shot on the legs as well, the double shot molding for his shoes.
Oh. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Look at this when I find it.
There it is, I see it.
It's too exciting. That is so beautiful.
Why doesn't Shadow get a sword?
She has a sword. Oh, man. Amazing. And a bunny.
Okay, time to build.
It's Bat Boy and his wings. This is a great set. Oh, look at him. Can't stand though.
He can't stand, no.
Well, that's just impractical. Oh, wait.
He didn't build his thing,
Carrot.
his bunny catcher.
Carrot. Screwdriver. Well, I don't like that.
Now, one thing I have noticed is there's plenty of printed parts, and as far as I can tell, no stickers,
Woohoo!
which is always an absolute bonus.
I feel like we haven't built in ages.
I know.
I know that we built the little hedgehog, which was so cute. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. I'll put it up here. But we were kind of doing it together, and we were kind of like working against the throngs of people who wanted to sit next to us while we filmed.
Yeah.
I just didn't feel really like building, so.
Well, we've just both been so busy with
So busy.
life.
Yeah.
Life things, work things.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. Life getting in the way of our building.
How dare it?
I know. Have some more consideration, guys.
Life has
Yeah, life. Have some more consideration, life. We want to build. We don't want to work.
Yeah, why do we have to work?
Wish we could build to work.
That would be the dream. So me and Jean like to occasionally play Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know, does anyone else play Dungeons and Dragons? We were just talking about it because the set just got released. The preview for the set just got released. I think it's coming out April 1st or 4th or something.
Tell you what is...
saying different things, but yes.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'll tell you what is an April Fool's joke. The cost of the set.
That's ridiculous.
The theme's obviously really cool, and kind of the modularity of, like, I guess Dungeons and Dragons does lean into Lego heavily, and it's kind of a little bit weird to me, the fact that they didn't make, like a dungeon crawling set or something, like a, you know... like a set of terrain that you can use in a D&D campaign. Instead, they released a big old castle and mountain and dragon, which is cool, but doesn't really speak to the point of Dungeons and Dragons, in my opinion.
I feel like it's a cool set if you play Dungeons and Dragons and you're like, I want a set that's like just to like display the fact that I like to play Dungeons and Dragons, but it's not actually like playable.
Yeah.
I mean, even though it's like modular and stuff, it's not that much
Yeah.
that playable because you need to actually move your pieces.
That's right.
In a set space.
Yeah. But that got us thinking, right?
It did get us thinking. Because we like to think. We don't.
Which got us to thinking, right? So I have been accepted to display at Brickbuild Sydney, which is pretty cool. It's my first time ever displaying at a convention. And I had this one plan, and it was going to be silly, and it was going to be dumb, and it was going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I'd like to do something with Amy. And so we've been talking about this idea we had where we make... like modular terrain for Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
And how cool would that be? And then play a campaign on it. And then make instructions so other people can make the sets.
You'll just have to come to see it.
That's right. Yeah, we've got some lofty goals to make this entirely modular. So you can string together different scenarios and different encounters and different pieces of your campaign.
And we might have reined in my brothers to play a campaign with us. So stay tuned for that. That would be hilarious.
I'm trying to make the first kind of design in Studio. Or stud.io, which if you've never used Studio before, it's a very powerful program, but it's a bit tricky to get your head around, and often like you'll be mind blown with what it can do, but often like it just does weird things that you weren't expecting, and it can get a bit frustrating. So that's so cool.
Why? Oh wait, because they gotta go inside.
I guess I can eat the bad guy? I don't know. That's cool though. Yeah, so we're really excited about that. And displaying it at Brickbuild Sydney. That's in a couple of months' time, and it should be a lot of fun. Yeah.
We'll give you more info as it gets closer.
Yeah.
We would love to see you guys there.
There is a lot of the Lego Masters that are displaying. I'm actually splitting my table in half with Kirsty, which is cool.
Nice.
We were really late to apply, and they basically said, oh, we'll give you half a table. If you can find someone to split it with, so. It
would be interesting to see the people who can actually fill a whole table. Like, is a whole table like this length?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, we wouldn't fill a table.
Well, it depends how many...
How many modulars we make in time?
I think I built the motorbike. How cool is this?
What are these?
Wait a second.
It's flippers.
Wait a second. I thought this was going to come with a ring. I saw someone on Instagram built a cool new palm tree design that I'd seen that uses the Sonic ring, which is like a ring with a stud at the bottom so it can clip into the top of a palm tree, and then you can arrange like some palm fronds in a circular pattern over the top. It looked really cool. And I was like, I could try build that because I'm getting a Sonic set and it's gonna come with a ring, because like what's more iconic to Sonic than rings? But this one doesn't come with rings. Does Shadow not use rings? Little... I was gonna say legs.
It could be legs.
Little legs.
Ready?
Let me know if there's any encounters you guys would like to see. Nothing too complicated. Like, I don't think I have the time to figure out how to build a dragon.
I also like encounters that people can use their own bad guy or like encounter. Like you have like a really cool setup and then they can use whatever minifigs I have.
Yeah.
Like a goblin or a troll or a Dementor, whatever you feel like. I like that kind of like, you get to decide your encounter with your story.
Yes, maybe even not even an encounter, maybe terrain or a type of environment you want to see.
Like quite a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Ow!
Oh, heard that.
No. Cool. That is really beautiful.
Oh man, that's so pretty.
That is really beautiful.
That's the sound he makes.
So nice. Question mark.
Oh, you can make it either like a hot air balloon or a trailer.
No, hot air balloon.
Hot air balloon, yeah. All right, bag 2. Found another piece that would normally be a sticker. And this time it's Shadow's vital statistics.
I am so excited. Not only did we find these sets on sale, but there may have been a kind of bigger set that was on sale that I've been wanting to build for a while. I might have bought it. I actually have someone else who's going to come and guest star with me because
Not me.
maybe June will make an appearance.
I'll make an appearance every now and then, yeah.
I'm not going to give it away, but you can guess what set it is if you want. We're going to do that in about a month's time. And it's going to actually be so nice though to build a bigger set. I am still so sad that my Disney castle is done. That was my first experience building something so big that took so long. I wonder how long it's going to take us to build it. I'm not fast, and I don't know if they're fast.
Yeah, I've never seen him build Lego before.
What if we're here like all night? What if we have to stay overnight?
That would be funny.
The set that we are going to do has a movie series attached to it, which we will watch alongside. Now you can probably guess. Maybe there's a couple of them around. Guess now.
Oh, there's a few.
There's a few sets that it could be. I guess that will tell you how long it actually takes to build it, is how many movies we get through.
Yeah.
What if we have to go through them twice? We would have to be really bad for that.
Yeah.
That's when we call Jean in. What are you building?
I don't even know. What does this do now? Is this a boom gate?
It's a boom gate?
This side bit. What happens is someone comes along and goes, "Pcha! Shadow's now broken free. Gotta go fast." And then he gets on his motorbike because he gotta go fast. Let's go this way. After he's gotten out of his containment, he can escape and smash the boom gate. I don't quite understand.
Yay!
Nice. Narwhal had our balloon.
It's actually very nice.
Yeah.
Question is this.
Aww.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
It's real top heavy.
Well, we finished our builds. Let's have a quick review time.
Price. This was $19 from Kmart. Really good.
And this one was like $21 from Amazon Prime delivery. Easy.
So good.
Player displayability. Amy.
That's actually a good thing to say because I'm buying it for display. But playability, it is really top heavy. You move it around a little bit and this thing is coming crashing down. Obviously the minifigs and the little bat dude and everything are exceptional for playing. The whole thing doesn't really feel like it's that much of a plaything, which is kind of weird because it's definitely a kid's Dreamzzz. It's for kids, like, you know, that's the thing. So,
Don't forget the play feature.
what is the play feature?
The narwhal. That's a scientifically accurate narwhal sound. And this is definitely a playset. Like, look at this. Bam! That's kind of cool. I love the motorbike. I love the Shadow minifig. I don't really care about this rhino guy. Love the little chicken though. What? So cute. Whoop. Of course, I'm going to display this too because, you know. And so what I'm probably going to do is display it like this. Shadow on his motorbike. The chicken's cute, but maybe the chicken will make an appearance in our D&D campaign. And then I'm just gonna like use these as parts, honestly. So overall, this could have been a poly bag. I would have been happy.
So true.
You know? Okay, build experience. I reckon.
I was actually considering buying another set to build with my niece because I actually I think she would enjoy this build experience. So I would say the build experience is great for adults or kids.
And for me, build experience, very simple, fairly quick, overall satisfying. Love the design of the motorbike. Would build again. Alright guys, thanks for watching. It's good to be back building more sets.
I know, we missed this.
We're so excited to bring you our Brick Built Sydney build. I'm really looking forward to putting those together and displaying it at Brick Built Sydney.
And taking you on the journey. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, find us on TikTok, Instagram, and stick around to see how many times it took us to do that intro shot.
Yeah.
How many times? Like, not 10, surely.
It was a lot.
Alright, we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye.
That was almost perfect. Let's try it again.
We're back with a block party.
Sunday sesh. No. One. No. Yeah.
We're here.
We're back. Okay.
That took so long.